Reward for overcoming sin. As mentioned, Jesus pardons those who are his. He understands their weakness and so does not count their sins against them. He forgives them by releasing more grace whenever sin abounds. This does not mean that there is no advantage for those who live their lives without sin. Those who gain the ability to overcome sin and all its temptations have great advantages and benefits over those who fall for sin. Although all that belong to Jesus will be saved, both those who perpetually overcome sin and those who seldom fall for it, there is a great reward and benefit for those who live righteously. The first benefit and reward of overcoming sin and staying righteous is that it grants you peace of heart. Sin is greatly demanding. It costs a lot to commit sin. It costs your time, attention, focus, strength, money, and every valuable thing that you have. A person who masturbates, for example, will realize that the act of masturbation is causing them great distraction and a lack of focus. But those who do not masturbate do not have this distraction and worry in their mind. That is peace. Those who commit fornication also face a similar situation. Their minds are divided and distracted as they think of the vain strategy and ways to commit the act. It is the same with those who commit adultery. It is the same with those who watch pornography. It is the same with all manner of sin. Your mind gets divided and distracted from the project or responsibility at hand. But those who do not practice sin do not suffer this vain distraction. Apart from the distractions sin causes. Sin also brings regret. Once a person who knows the difference between right and wrong does any wrong, that person always feels sad in the end for doing the wrong thing. There is a sense of regret each time a righteous person commits sin. This regret hurts and can sometimes cut deep into the soul, but those who stay righteous without falling for temptation do not experience such regretful feelings. Their peace and joy are linear, never-ending, never breaking. This is a huge benefit that one must strive to possess. Why should a person commit sin simply because they know that grace will speak for them, but then suffer the feeling of regret in their heart? This strong regret that one feels after sinning is enough for one to strive hard to overcome the forces that tempt one to commit sin. It is like eating a sweet meal that turns sour and bitter in the stomach after consumption. The sourness and the bitterness in the end outweigh the sweetness in the beginning, and it lasts longer than the time the sweetness lasted. This situation is not even about Jesus yet. This is about your peace and joy. Would you want to remain in this cycle of regret and hurtful remorse perpetually? Or would you want to stay above this feeling by not falling for temptations in the first place? No matter how much we preach, teach, inspire, motivate, and empower people for a change, and no matter how much people understand that they truly need a change, some people will still not be able to attain the change they desire. Despite how unfortunate this sounds, it is the truth. This is just the way life is. Some will continue to be victims of temptation, no matter how much they try, while some will eventually prevail over it after much effort. The only way that everyone can overcome sin completely, with no one being a victim of sin any longer, is by the grace of God. In addition to that, based on each person's situation, some people would need to take drastic measures to prevail, whereas some can overcome temptation by applying just a little effort. Others need 10 times that same effort to overcome. Such an effort could be as high as changing one's place of work to completely avoid the temptation. It could require one to change their place of residence. It could require one to change schools. It could even require one to change their city. For some people, a little effort and change enable them to achieve the desired results, while for others, a higher level of effort and change is required to get the same or similar result. It depends on the individual. If you want your peace and joy intact perpetually, without being tampered with now and then, it is worth doing whatever it takes to overcome sin and its alluring power. Besides these natural benefits of staying pure without falling for sin, there are also spiritual and eternal rewards. Those who have gained power and control over sin and its temptations are the high-ranking personnel in the realm of the Spirit. These are the people that Satan and his demons dread. They are the ones who command demons, and they obey. They are known with honor in the spirit realm, but those who fall for sin perpetually do not have such regard in the realm of the Spirit. Their words do not hold much value in the realm of the Spirit. This is what was expressed in Acts 19:15, when the evil spirits replied to the people who were commanding them in the name of Jesus, whom Paul preached. It says, "One day the evil spirit answered them, 'Jesus I know and Paul I know about, but who are you?'" The evil spirit knows and recognizes Jesus in the spirit realm because Jesus never falls for their temptation. Jesus rules over all the evil spirits and their temptations, and not the other way round. The same with Paul. Paul was never ruled by those evil spirits to carry out their evil will. Rather, Paul has dominion over their alluring powers and temptations. For this reason, the evil spirit knows Jesus, and they know Paul as well. But regarding those people who were commanding the evil spirit replied that they have no right to command them, as they are not recognized in the spirit realm as having power and authority over them. This is the same with all of us. Those who perpetually overcome Satan's temptations are recognized in the spirit as strong and powerful, while those who continually fall for his temptations are considered weak and vulnerable. For this reason, let us strive to live above temptations and sin, so that we may gain respect and recognition in the spirit realm to cast out devils and do mighty work. Those who fall for Satan's temptation cannot manifest the power of God in this world. Their relationship with Jesus is not strong, but weak. Only those who overcome sin have a great connection with Jesus, and they are the ones who manifest God's power in this world for all to see. This is also a great reason to strive for a righteous lifestyle, to overcome sin and all its tempting power.